Customer feedback analysis is crucial for Amazon sellers who want to improve their products and stay competitive in the marketplace. In this video, you will learn how to use Shulex VOC AI platform to analyze customer reviews, understand buyer motivations, identify product improvement opportunities, and monitor your brand's performance across Amazon and social media platforms. If you want to try Shulex VOC AI yourself, you will find the link below in the description, and make sure you use a coupon code ORANGE20 to get 20% off your subscription.
Hello, Sean. Welcome to the Orange Klik YouTube channel today to introduce a tool which is called Shulex VOC AI, which is basically a platform with AI that helps to analyze customer feedback so that Amazon sellers could improve their customer experience. Before you're going to show us what it exactly is and how sellers could use it, could you first introduce yourself, share a little bit about your background, and also maybe summarize a little bit better what this platform is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Lisette, for bringing me on today. So I'm Sean. I've been in the e-commerce space now for around 12 years. Started off with dropshipping on demand, private label on demand, actually, and then got into two software tools, Helium 10, then 3Cots, then Data Dive, and also now Shulex VOC. So I absolutely love this industry. It's a fast changing up industry, and it's very exciting. And I absolutely love Shulex VOC, and so many agencies and sellers are too. It's helping so many.
And I think, although I have seen and heard personally from many sellers who have been using this tool already for quite a while, I think there are still many sellers out there who maybe have no idea what it is all about. So how would you summarize what's the main goal of this tool?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's two components to it. Now, it's created primarily for e-commerce sellers, but we're seeing a lot of service industries now come in and utilize it too. The e-commerce space is benefiting from its AI agent, which is like the chatbot, and that's for the large brands, the large e-commerce brands like Anchor that gets 10,000 customer support tickets per day. It's automating all of those CX, customer service responses, and one of the most accurate on the market. But a lot of Amazon sellers, Walmart sellers, eBay sellers that focus primarily on those platforms versus their own large brand website, they're using it for the niche analysis, the market analysis, finding out what the customers are saying about these types of products, what they don't like, what they do like. Also, very quickly understanding, okay, what different customer segments is buying from this market so that we know which variations either we should launch first or launch next to take advantage of market capital.
Okay, very interesting. And I think today you're going to also share your screen and you're going to actually show how it looks like and what either of the seller profiles or business owners can do on itself, so we could follow you along. So yeah, go ahead and share your screen.
So this is the Shulex VOC website, and here you can access Solvia, the AI agent, very intelligent chatbot, which is the dirty word for it right now. The industry is calling it AI agent. And this is the review analysis, which we're going to focus on today, which is the e-commerce Amazon seller's hidden gem, per se. So when you go ahead and log in, you're going to be taken into a dashboard that looks like this. Now, you can either do it from here or you can do it from Amazon.com. And Amazon.com is going to put this nice widget overlaying the products here. So we're going to do electric lunchbox as the primary focus today. So when we pull up a page like this, we can see, okay, great. This is actually a slightly more mature market. Actually, yeah, because we've got 5,000 reviews, 2,000 reviews, 1,000 reviews. But let's say we want to analyze one of these products, right? Let's do this one with 2,000 reviews, 5,000 reviews. Let's do this one here. When we click into this, and this is a newer update, what it's going to show to you is the reviews and the global ratings. Now, they're different. Global ratings are people who have just hit the start. The reviews are people that have actually written something. And now this is what the software has to learn about the customer, right? What they're talking about. And now start doing this is we can click on review analysis, and it's going to start initializing all of the comments, start loading a little report here on the left. While that initiates, we're actually going to go over to the main web app and start creating our report. Now, I'm going to type in electric lunchbox and then hit search. When I hit search, it's going to scour the millions of products on Amazon and find all the ones that match electric lunchbox. Now, every electric lunchbox that I select, and now it's important now we do select relevant products here for the ones you are researching, because the software is going to download all the reviews within the past 2 years to these here products. Now, enterprise can go beyond 2020, like beyond 5+ years, but most consumers care mostly about the last 2 years, even some just the last 6 months. So whatever product I'm selecting here, it is going to, not that one, it is going to download and analyze the reviews. When I hit AI Analyze, it's going to create a report. Now, a report's already been generated, so we're just going to go ahead and use an existing report, this one here. And that's going to open up the report, which looks like this. Now, over the last 2 years, it downloaded and analyzed 2,619 written reviews, okay? Now, this is just from 5 ASINs. That's not a lot. There's some reports here that have over 30,000 reviews. It can do uncountable numbers. I think the most I've seen is 121,000 written reviews analyzed. You can add up to 100 ASINs, okay, to get really deep insights into whatever market niche you're analyzing. Now, going back over to the web overlay here in Amazon.com, the embedded form here, we can see, okay, for this specific brand's product, the Buddy Electric Lunchbox 80 watt, we can see that the main customer profile is male, followed by female. We can see it's mainly truck drivers who are using it, followed by construction workers and office workers. Okay, so we're starting to very quickly understand, okay, what does this customer avatar look like? We're seeing when they use it, where they use it, and what they use it for. And then what we can do here in this right-hand side is we can start asking questions like, what material is it made out of? And even things like, what do customers buy it as a gift for? Okay. And based on the reviews, it understands, okay, so it's like people are actually buying it for truck drivers. So what we're going to find out in the report here is it's mostly wives buying it for their husbands. So if I go into here and I click in husband, like whenever I click on this report here, we're seeing the previews changed. We can say I bought this from my husband, right? My husband works at construction and the lunchbox has saved us some money, right? So we can go through this. We can even click on this here, truck. I have used this electric lunchbox about 3 times a week in my truck for 5 months. I drive a truck. He works on the freeways, right? And often eats lunches. So this is his wife buying it for her husband, who's a truck driver. So we get very quickly, we're starting to understand this market. Now, as we scroll down, we're going to get some more insights. We get AI summaries. We see the usage scenario, the number one being work lunch, right? 123 mentions of work lunch, 63 travel food container. We get a summary here on the right. Now, and if we want to go ahead and do a deeper dive into these reviews, these, in this case, 63 reviews, we just click this here and we can see all 63 reviews. Anything highlighted in gray is no sentiment. Anything highlighted in red or green is a positive and negative sentiment. So we can see that, okay? So we get tag insights here. So this is a summary of the 63 reviews. So tag insights summarized. Convenient for eating more meals while on the road. Useful for workers without access to a microwave. Okay, we're starting to see some benefits here that we could pull out in our listening images. Helps avoid buying unhealthy fast food. That's a key selling point. Like, it's maybe on the back of someone's mind, maybe they're not thinking about it, but if they saw this, get this lunchbox, you'll eat more healthy, less fast food. Yeah, cool. That could get them over the edge of deciding whether or not they want to purchase one of these. Versatile power options for different settings. So you're starting to see, very quick to do some research. We're finding out a lot about this product niche market very quickly. As we scroll down, we see the rating optimization chart here. Now, this is one of the most loved features just because of the way it lays things out. We can see why this niche, why these products are getting negative reviews, right? Durability problems, cheap material and seal issues, and why they're getting positive reviews. Now, one of the things that kick sellers in the butt, especially from the beginning, is they're launching products and they're getting negative reviews. Now, if in the beginning you get negative reviews, it's very hard to do a launch with 2-3 stars rating. You want to make sure you're launching quality products. How can you make sure that you're launching quality products? Well, you can take a look here and see what people are complaining about in the niche and then make sure that's part of your quality assurance before you go ahead and fully invest in that product from that manufacturer. Now, we're seeing lid and seal issues here. Again, you can just click in to this here to analyze those specific reviews. You can download these reviews and upload it to ChatGPT. You can say, hey, figure out a fix for this. You can say, hey, generate an image based on what these customer avatars are saying so that I have a image for our team to kind of go off of. But you see here, it's built very cheap. My clasp on my lid broke after maybe 3 uses, okay? So again, some good insights. As we scroll down, we see the negative feedback topic based on popularity. Temperature issues is the main thing, followed by durability problems, lid and seal issues. Then we have the positive, organized by what they like most. Some of the lunchboxes, they say the temperature control works perfectly. So we can actually click into this and see, okay, this here, these are the lunchboxes that are working perfectly with in terms of temperature. So if you were to find a manufacturer, you want to stay away from the products that are getting bad reviews for their temperature issues, and then go towards something like this that actually has really good maintenance. Take into account the price point at which these high-star reviews are being left for these good temperature maintenance lunchboxes, and take into account the price point of the ones that are getting negative reviews, because that's very hard to succeed in a market if you're sourcing products that get negative reviews. Now, let's go ahead, and what we're going to do now is we've got buyer's motivations. We've got customer expectations. If we go up to the top here, this is what brands like to do. They like to see, okay, is our product having the same issues as other brands' products on the market? And we can see here, it's automatically selected for ASIN to compare with each other. We can reset the selection in here if we wanted to. I'm just going to leave it as is. As we scroll down, we can see, okay, let's say this is our lunchbox. Our lunchbox customer profile is this. What's our competitors? Is it the same or is it different? We can scroll down and see, okay, this is what people like about our product. This is what people dislike about our product. Do they dislike the same things about our competitors? Or do we need to consider improving our lunchbox or changing manufacturing? Durability problems, temperature maintenance. What I can see here as I highlight, it highlights all of them on the other competitors. Durability problems, durability problems, durability problems. All of them have some sort of durability problem. Temperature maintenance issue. All these 4 have temperature maintenance issues. Lid and seal. Yep. Size issues. This one doesn't have a size issue, but these 3 do. These 3 do. This one, and this one. What about leakage? Yep, they all have leakage issues except for this one. So this one is actually turning out to be one of the best here. So when I go ahead and sort, I might want to do some research on this one here, because this one seems to be the best. And it also has the best rating, as we can see, as of right now. There is the reviews tab. In the reviews tab, you can download all 2,619 reviews. If you have 120,000 reviews here, you can download all of those and then upload it to your favorite AI. And start having a discussion, create some avatar images, and all that lovely stuff. Now, let's hop on over to we're going to go into the market insights now. And I do have a lot of these tabs open already, so we're just going to skip on over to those. So the market insights works very similar to the review analysis. We're going to type in a keyword, we're going to select all the products to analyze, and then we're going to open up a report, which I've already done. When we open up that report, it's going to give us insights into which product variation is selling the best based on attribute. So we're starting with color right now. And in the attribute filtering for color, we can see, okay, what percentage of sellers are selling the color black, the color green, the color blue, the color orange, dark green? And what is their sales on Amazon as of right now? So if you're a new seller looking to get into this market and you're like, which color variation should I sell first? Well, we can see that black is actually selling the 3rd best, right? Dark green first, blue second, black third. There's more sellers selling black. So as a new seller, do you want to go into a competitive market space, compete with all the other black sellers? And even when black isn't selling the most? Probably not, right? What about green? What about dark green? Even less, right? And we can see deep green, dark green is actually selling the most. So as a new seller, you'd probably be like, okay, dark green is less competitive. And it's also now making the most sales. Previously it wasn't, but now it is. So dark green. Now, what about the other features? BPA free? Okay, everyone's selling BPA free. So make sure yours is BPA free. What about closure type? Zipper, snap, clip. We can see latch is actually selling the most. So it's going to be a latch lunchbox. Okay, I'm going to make sure with my manufacturer, your manufacturer, you want to make sure it's a latch dark green lunchbox. Compartments, 1 or 2. We see 1 is actually selling the most. Maybe it's cheaper. Maybe it has better heating when it heats up the food, temperature maintenance, right? So let's make sure it's 1 compartment that sells the best. Design, solid, yep. Dishwasher safe, yep. Insulation, thermal none. Leak proof, true. Material, stainless steel, right? Make sure it's stainless steel. People are going towards their health conscious and durability. That's going to be stainless steel, probably not plastic, especially if it heats up. And then the size here, okay? So you get a lot of information there. One of the other tools inside of Shulex VOC is a keyword analysis. Now, this just gives you deeper insights into the customer avatar, because what it does is, if you've ever used a tool like Magnet Helium 10 or another keyword research tool, this is actually going to identify all the keywords that people are typing in to Amazon to find and buy your product. And then it's going to bucket them, group them into different charts, graphs, so we can very easily see, okay, what are the consumers typing and who's the customer avatar that's typing it. So I've already generated a report here. All you have to do is type in the keyword here. It's going to analyze Amazon keyword searches. And then when you open up that report, it's going to look like this. So this is for electric lunchbox, staying on topic. We can see there is 1,307 keywords related to electric lunchbox that people type into Amazon. And now we're starting to see, okay, we can see 959 keywords are related to the usage of it. So if I click on this, it's going to scroll down here and we can see the attribute breakdown. Usage. For lunch, for food, for the cooking, for work, for portable, for heating, for adults, for heater, for kitchen. So this is the usage. So let's take a look at lunch. If we open this up, electric lunchbox, right? Okay, so it's for lunch. The AI is just identifying and grouping it based on lunch. What about adults? Electric lunchbox for adults, right? Heated lunchbox for adults. So as I'm reading this, we get an idea of what people are looking for. Okay, they're using it for their lunch. They're using it at work. And again, this is pre-filtered, pre-sorted here by search volume. So if you want to get the most sales in your niche, you probably want to go ahead, sort it by search volume, and then target the customer avatar and usage scenario and our needs. Okay, in my listing images, in my copy, I'm going to make sure that I'm targeting it for lunch, that it cooks and heats up food, that they can use it at work very conveniently for a healthy meal, that it's portable so they can use it in the car, because I know a lot of people are using it in their cars, mainly truck drivers and construction workers. And it's for adults. So I'm going to focus on the adult market, right? So we're not seeing too many keywords here for kids, maybe because kids burn themselves on the electric lunchbox. This probably is not a kid's type of product, but it is an adult type of product is what we're seeing here. And we can change here, okay, user, primarily men. Search volume, primarily men. Women is about a quarter of the search volume. So we're now very quickly understanding there is a niche for women for electric lunchbox, but it's 25% of the market that is currently searching on Amazon. So if we want to go ahead and analyze that market, we can, and target the female market. Create a nice pink lunchbox, okay? Special features, brand, material, a lot of other stuff here. Next, the next feature we're going to hop into is the Amazon negative reviews removal system. A lot of agencies are using this today to remove negative reviews from brands' products. Now, a lot of services out there, they charge over $100. I know one company that charges over $200 per negative review removed, and they're using this software here. So the way you use it is you type in an ASIN. It's going to analyze that, right? I could just grab this one here. I could just grab this here, say, hey, Shulex VOC, analyze this here ASIN for me. And it's going to start analyzing it. And then what it's going to do is it's going to have a report like this. This one's in the USA, AE, US. It works on most of the Amazon marketplaces. When I open it up, it's going to let us know, okay, of the reviews in the last 2 years that were analyzed, we can see 90 of them were compliant for this ASIN. We can see 43 are not compliant, as in they mentioned something about pricing, and the UI has got to be fixed here. And there we also have 37 that are to do with harassment. So I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to give us this here, right? So we can see that I threw this product in the trash. It was puffed, product damaged and can't return it, right? So that's like an Amazon thing. Reviews like this can be submitted for removal by Amazon, because if the product arrives damaged, that's usually due to Amazon or Amazon's customer service, right? Can't return it is an Amazon thing, especially if it's an FBA. So this review here is going to give you an appeal template that you can just highlight over and click copy, and then go and open up and submit case to Amazon to get this one removed. All right. Now imagine if you got 4.0 stars, right? And you were able to get rid of all these 1 and 2 stars. What's going to happen? Well, that rating is going to start to bump up, right? From 4 stars to hopefully 4.4, 4.5 stars. And that's going to, you're going to see an increase in sales, because you're going to also see an increase in click-through rate, because the higher the rating, the higher the click-through rate, the higher the perceived value of your product versus the other products on Amazon's page. What we found out, okay, at one of the companies I was at, we studied this, we did this for people. As soon as your review rating goes from 4 stars to 3.9 stars, on average, you're going to lose 20% of your monthly revenue. And that's a lot of money, especially if you're a big brand doing over $100,000 a month or $1 million a month. What we have now is one of the newest tools, and that is rating monitoring, okay? So all we have to do to create a rating monitor, select the marketplace, select the ASIN, and on a daily basis, it's going to track all the reviews that come in for a product. You can see here how Amazon is also messing with it, okay? So on the 5th to 14th of May, actually, as of this year, 2025, they had 20 newly added reviews. 19 of them were positive, 1 was negative, okay? So let's analyze that negative review and see if we can get it removed. What about the next day, right? 3, 2 positive, 1 negative. What about this day? Now, this is either the brand or most likely Amazon messing around with the reviews. So there was a period where 22 new reviews were added, but they lost 141 positive reviews and gained 163 negative reviews, okay? So that would be something to kind of like look into to see what happened here. But you can see here, you can very easily see what types of reviews coming in and are they positive or negative. Then we have social media analysis, okay? That's this tool here. This is where you can actually enter in as many social media URLs as you want, and it's actually going to create a report on social media comments underneath YouTube videos, TikTok videos, and all that. There is a trial if you use Orange Click's URL and code. I'll let you mess around with this. Won't go into this, but it's very valuable for if you're analyzing your affiliates and how their videos are performing, what people are saying about it across social media. We then have social listening. And in social listening, you can type in your brand name, and Zenny Optical is a brand that I was working with recently, actually. You can tell them a product like Electric Lunchbox, right? And create different social media reports on product research to get consumer insights across social media versus just reviews on Amazon, as an example. And when you've created this report, all you have to do is click on it to open it, and it's going to give you the insights. Now, you can get these insights and updates daily, or you can just do it once every few months or once a month. We can see which are the most engaged posts. So we can see that Zenny Optical, our brand, actually got a shout out from this guy called Preston Plays, shouting out Zenny Optical as the sponsor of this video. And this video got 355,000 views and a lot of likes here, a lot of engagements, right? So that's a solid influencer right there. As we scroll down, we can see it's organized the social media posts based on engagement. We can see search topic trends, related topics, right? Zenny glasses, different keywords people are typing in to do with this here brand, our brand, let's say. And then we can see, okay, mentions trend. Which platforms is our brand or product getting the most mentions on? We see YouTube, followed by Twitter, primarily YouTube and Twitter primarily, right? And then key influencer tracking here. Which countries is our influencer team that are managing our influencers, paying our money to invest in these influencer shout-outs? Where are they being shouted out? Are the influencers being sourced from the correct countries? Well, if we're targeting USA, we can see that USA is the majority of them. So if so, that's good. And we can see here, we can sort based on influencer engagements and mentions and see, okay, which influencers haven't shouted us out that much? This guy's done a lot out for XM, right? But which ones haven't shouted us out a lot that maybe we want to get them to shout us out more because they got a lot of engagements. This guy here, right? Preston Plays, 1 shout out, 1 mention here in this video. But of all the influencers, he got the most engagements. So this is probably someone we want to go ahead and responsor. And that's the majority. They're the main features of Shulex VOC and how you can start using them today. That's it. LISETT.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, they're definitely different. Like, I would say some of the first features were a bit similar or to the same area. But for example, the social listening, I think it's so great that you can just easily, with the click of a button, find so much information about your brand and like how it's mentioned like outside of Amazon. So it's very useful for sure to understand like how your brand is doing, especially if you collaborate, for example, with affiliate or influencers. So very cool. And do you have any favorites, which like the feature that like you just love and think is so genius out of all of those?
Yeah, yeah. My favorite has definitely become the keyword analysis and the review monitoring, actually. It just helps me stay up on top of all of my products and one, how the reviews are coming in and what I quickly fix. And then with the keyword analysis, it just makes me so confident in who my customer is very quickly that I found a place for that in my heart as well. The majority of all the features are included in the Pro package, and everyone can get a trial. I'm probably out with the coupon code or URL below this video. But if they have any questions, just hop onto the website again, which they can access through the URL below. And there's a demo booking link that they can go ahead and just either get a live one-on-one demo or shoot an email to the team.
Very nice. Yeah, as Sean mentioned, we're gonna have the links down in the video description below. So go ahead, click there, look around, and reach out to them if you have more questions or would like to sign up. And also, if you have any questions about the features Sean was demoing to us, you can also leave your questions as comments under the videos, because then we're gonna ask Sean to come back to the video and answer those as well. So thanks again for your time, for going through all of the different features, and we hope you're gonna keep innovating and bringing out new tools in the future. And then we also would be happy to have you back on our channel. So thanks again and see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
I hope this video will help you to analyze customer feedback and improve your Amazon products with AI-powered insights. If you want to try Shulex VOC AI yourself, use the coupon code ORANGE20 to get 20% off, which you will find below in the description. And also don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel. And if you have additional comments and questions, leave them in the comment section below. And now I recommend you to watch Shulex VOC AI demo to explore more about this tool. So check this out.